Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to the Celtic Forever podcast. We're in the middle of the international break, as you know, but we're going to do a wee podcast anyway, just to have a wee chat about any news that's happening just now, and we'll have a wee discussion on the title running. Got John here to go over all of that. How are you today, John?
All right, Xander, how are you?
I'm okay. It's, again, another international break, man. Is that we've had this season 5 or something? So it's the boredom just hits rapidly, doesn't it?
It certainly does, aye. But I can enjoy watching the Scotland games anyway. I obviously know as much as Celtic, but I can enjoy watching the games. You know, it tides you over to the Celtic starts bit again.
Yeah. I know what you're saying, but it's nothing beats still watching the old Celtic. All right, John, let's move on. I've quickly mentioned the competition for the Livingston game is we're looking for the correct score. One guess each, everybody, correct score to win these fantastic Celtic Forever logo pens, solid steel pens, no junk there, good pens, and a nice box set there as well. So one guess each, folks, and all we're looking for is the correct score against Livingston. Livingston against Celtic the weekend after next. So, yeah, one guess each, and put your guess in the comments section. Right, John, let's move on. Right, wee bit of news, right? There's not much really happening, but Celtic, let's just know Celtic want Bernardo on a permanent, John, but the buyout fee's 6 million, and let's just know Celtic are going to be entering talks to bring that down a wee bit. So 6 million is quite high for a player like Bernardo, I would think. But what would you think? We've got a chance of signing him from Benfica?
Too much. You asked me, it's too much. He's not done enough to prove to me yet that he's a £6 million signing, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree, John. He's not really played every game either. He's been coming off the bench, etc. Yes, decent. He also scored that goal against Rangers. It was a nice wee goal, that. But, one goal against Rangers doesn't slap on a £6 million fee. So, yeah, Celtic are quite right to try and bring that price down, I would think.
Aye, exactly. Aye, he's not done anywhere near enough for me to prove that he's a £6 million player. So far, I mean, he's not done enough.
Yeah.
He's a half decent player, don't get me wrong. I just don't think his £6 million price tag's warranted, Xander.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. 6 million's a bit high. Maybe looking at the 3.5, possibly 4, I would say, John.
I don't even think that.
Yeah.
I think 2.5, 2.7 maximum. For what I've seen so far, I mean, I can only go by what I've seen.
Yeah.
He's no set the heather alight, has he?
No, definitely not. But we'll watch our space for that one. We can all wait and see what happens once the season's over and he goes back to Benfica. We'll see what happens with Bernardo. Moving on, we'll keep an eye on all the players that are in international duty, John. So far, Maeda's the only one that's played, I think. Played against North Korea today. And a man of the match performance, John, against North Korea. Yeah, he's on form, John. We just don't want this boy getting injured, do we?
No, definitely not. He's got quite a good track record when it comes to injuries, though, Maeda. He had the one unfortunate injury. But I think, overall, I think he's got a good track record with staying free for injury. So that's good.
Mm-hmm. Aye, that was a 1-0 win for Japan today. For anybody that's interested, 1-0 win. Maeda played a blinder apparently. So yeah, well done to Dyson. And all we're looking for is to stay injury free, because I think Dyson's got one more game for Japan. So yeah, I think that's on Tuesday. So just stay injury free. That's all we're looking for. Looking at the international scene just now, John, Scotland obviously play the Netherlands on Friday, 7:45 kickoff. I take it you'll be watching that one.
Aye, I watch it. I mean, I don't really care about the scorers of it, and obviously I want Scotland to win, but I don't really care, to be honest with you. It's just I'm more focused on Celtic right now. It's a very close title running, so Scotland match will kill a bit of time, I suppose. I'll watch it anyway.
Yeah, it'll be a good game, that, I think, John. Holland against Scotland. That'll be a decent wee fixture. I know it's just a friendly, but it'll be a decent game, so I'll maybe watch that one myself. Scotland's next game is against the north of Ireland. So Scotland against Northern Ireland, 7:45 kick-off, and I think that's on Tuesday. So that's another one to watch, John, if you're bored.
Aye, I watch that one. Definitely watch that one because that's more kind of local, innit? It's a kind of local. No, it's no local as in terms of round the corner, but I'll be watching that one with interest.
Yeah. I hope Scotland won that one, but yeah, that's one I'll be watching as well. So that's on Tuesday. Everybody anyway that's wanting to watch that one, 7:45 kick-off on Tuesday night. The only other player away in internationals, Ida, isn't it? So Ida, Republic of Ireland, or Ireland as I just call them, obviously they play Belgium at 5:00 on Saturday, and they play Switzerland on Tuesday at 5:00, John. So that's obviously we need to keep an eye on Ida and hope that he doesn't come back with any injuries with this important run of fixtures coming up for Celtic.
He'll be fine. He's a big, strong bully boy, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's I like Ida. No, but I just hope he comes back injury free, like you said. Belgium, hard game, isn't it? The Belgians are not quite the team they used to be, but I don't think they're still a great team, though.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if anybody else is away in international duty. There probably will be, but I didn't really look into it. Maybe Carter Vickers, possibly Matt O'Reilly. Maybe they two are away in international duty. I'm not sure. If anybody knows, let us know in the comments. Do you know it anymore, John? It's away?
Nah, I'm like you. I don't show much interest in international stuff. Obviously, when it's Celtic players, you take an interest in it, but it's not something I've looked into. I'm not really that bothered about it, Xander. As long as the players come back injury free, that's all I care about.
Yeah, I'm the same. So if ever that wraps that up, there's nothing really else happening just now, really, John, is there? It's very all quiet in the Western Front just now.
Aye, it certainly is. Wee Dyson sporting his new hairdo. Maybe that's the only thing worth talking about.
Yeah, some podcasts will have another special on that, I think. But no, don't remember and miss your Paddy McCourt £15 fee, John, to listen to Paddy McCourt talking on Axom. So don't forget to don't miss that one. That's a special one. That.
I've got 15 quid saved up for it. Can't wait. Listen, that's no disrespect to Paddy McCourt, by the way. Great player, Paddy. Good Celtic man.
Outstanding player, Paddy McCourt. I got a legendary club. He was outstanding sometimes for Celtic, Paddy.
He was just a boy that was riddled with injury as well, and never really got a great chance at Celtic, I don't think. But look, great player, but I certainly wouldn't be paying anybody £15 to listen to him. There's a million free interviews with Celtic players on YouTube. Why would I pay somebody else to listen to it, you know?
That's true, John. Everybody does these interviews for free, don't they? So, yeah, it's there anyway. If you're bored on Tuesday, Paddy McCourt sitting talking for an hour, £15. All right, John, let's move on to this. This is what we're here for. We want to have a wee chat about the running, the title running, right? Because this is important, obviously. There's 8 games left, 3 games before the split, and then 5 games after the split. So what I've done is I've worked it out what it should be after the split, right? But we'll get to that in a few minutes. So let's go through the 3 games that remain before the split, John, right? So let's have a look at it. Rangers play first on the Saturday after international break. So a chance to go top again for them. They play Hibs at Ibrox. We play Livingston in the Livingston Arena. So all I'm looking for, John, is a quick chat and maybe even a wee score prediction on the Rangers versus Hibs and the Livingston against Celtic, John.
Aye, the Tony Macaroni Arena, Xander.
Aye, okay. Yeah, Tony Macaroni. So it is.
Tony Macaroni. It's like big macaroni, the big yellow kind of stadium. I like Livingston's wee stadium, actually. It's a nice wee stadium.
It's quite compact, isn't it? I quite like it. Yeah.
I like the fact that it's all curved, like Celtic Park. It's the only other stadium in the Scottish League that's like that.
It's a tidy wee arena, isn't it? I quite like it myself. I don't know how many odds, like 10,000 or something. But but it's tough. It's tough when we go up there, John, isn't it? When we go to Livingston. I know they're sitting bottom of the league and they're losing game after game after game, but it's a different story when the champions come to town. So, what are you thinking? Rangers, Hibs and Livingston Celtic. That's the first game after the international break.
Nice stadium, don't like the pitch. That's what I'll say. Anyway. Aye, Celtic Livingston. I think, look, if our full team's apparently going to be back, we're going to have McGregor, Carter Vickers, Hatate. It looks like a full complement, Xander. I can't see anything other than a Celtic win at that if it's a full Celtic complement. Full Celtic team, I've said it for the start, we're going to win the league. If we've got that team from now to the end of the season, I think we're going to win the league with the full team. And thankfully, they're all going to be back. Barring any injuries for international games, sorry. But I quite fancy Celtic to win that comfortably 3-0 that game.
Okay, right. I'll give you mine after you've said yours, John. But just to cut in, Mark Guidi said the day, I just read this, I've not listened to it or anything. I just read it on Google. Mark Guidi's saying that McGregor won't be fit for the Livingston game. So that's maybe the only spanner in the works. Potentially, whether that's true or not is another story, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if there's any truth in that. I know Mark Guidi's a experienced journalist. There's no reason to lie. I'm sure he's got his information from somewhere. But even without Callum McGregor, I think would be Hatate in the team's under. Still too strong, you know.
Yeah. Against a struggling Livingston. So, 3-0, right. What about the Rangers game against Hibs? Hibs are fighting for a top 6 place, John, right? So we've got to bear that in mind. And Rangers, they're not in the greatest of form. So, I know we don't know any team news or anything like that. Just a quick score prediction. What are you thinking?
4-0 Rangers.
4-0, right. I'm saying 2-1 Rangers. I think I'm a bit closer than what you're saying, John. And 2-0 to Celtic against Livingston. That's that one out the road. So we move on to the next game, which is Rangers at Ibrox. John, that's the second game back after the international break. Rangers at Ibrox. We all know it's a vital game for Celtic. Oh, we're hoping McGregor's going to be back by then, hopefully. And we have a full team to pick from. We don't know what happens with Rangers, John. We don't know their team news. But what are you thinking? How's it going to go? And what do you think the prediction for the score?
Don't know. They're very hard to call, isn't it? It's very hard to call. When I say 4-0 to Rangers, I'm just saying I don't know if it's going to be 4-0. I just know they'll win because Hibs will not give effort against them, trust me. Doesn't matter if there's a top 6 place to fight for or anything. They'll no try against them. They never do, Xander. Never, ever do unless it's a cup game. Anyway, where were we? The game against Sevco Ibrox. It's a tough call, isn't it? If both teams get into the game after the back of wins, I don't know. It just depends if Celtic's get their full team. And then again, we went to Ibrox with a fully depleted squad, didn't we? And beat them.
Yeah, that's right. Start of the season.
So it's going to look. We're not under any illusions. It's going to be a tough game. But if Celtic get in there with a full squad, they know how to beat them without any fans. I can see a Celtic win there, Xander.
Yep. Okay. And a prediction?
You want a prediction right now?
Right now, yeah. It's just a bit of fun, John. It's no serious. Nobody's taking your word here. It's just a bit of fun.
1-0 Celtic.
Right, okay. I agree with you. I think we're going to have a full team to pick from. Celtic players know what they need to do at Ibrox, John. No fans, or even if there is fans. Doesn't matter either way. We know what we need to do. And I'm going a 2-1 win for Celtic. That game's on the 7th of April. So that's us. We went through the next game. So that's us. One game left before the break, but Rangers have a game in hand. So they play Dundee in the midweek. After that, John, that was the waterlogged pitch from last weekend. So just a wee quick prediction. What do you think? How do you think that one will go?
Tough game up at Dundee. They're not a team that's going to sit back against them. Although they've not got the greatest team, they're a wee team that's hit a wee bit of form recently, apart from getting beat 7-1 by us.
Yeah, they have hit a bit of form, John. You're right. They've definitely hit a bit of form. 2 or 3 games unbeaten. So since they played us, so yeah, I think it'll be a tough one for them as well. But I'll say, I actually think it will be tough, John, and I think it'll be 1 each. I think that will finish a draw up at Dens Park.
Just all depends when they run up to the games, and they're done it. What happens if Celtic beat them at Ibrox, and then they have to go to Dundee? I can see them dropping points if that's the case. That's
a good point. Yeah, that's a good point actually, John. If they get beat with Celtic, yeah, it could be a different game, and I think they will get beat with Celtic. So I think it'll be a draw up there at Dens.
Very possibly, very possibly. Like I say, it just depends on the result against Celtic. I think if Celtic beat them at Ibrox, I think you'll see them start to collapse a wee bit. Big if we beat them.
Mm-hmm. All right, okay, we'll move on. Last game before the fixture, we've got Celtic against St Mirren. That sold out the day, by the way, John, within 3 hours. So that's a sellout, that game. Celtic versus St Mirren, Celtic Park, 13th of April. Rangers play at Ross County away the next day. So that's another tough one, but they normally do okay against Ross County, didn't they? So just a quick prediction, that's all. We don't know any team news or anything like that, John. We're just looking for quick predictions here, maybe a quick comment if you want, but what are you thinking?
Sorry, you caught me eating there. I'm thinking 4-0 Celtic at Celtic Park.
Right. Okay.
And I'm thinking 3-0 Rangers away.
3-0 Rangers. Very similar to what I've got here, John. I thought, as I've said, 3-1 to Celtic at Celtic Park. Obviously, this was all depending on injuries, etc., etc. Just a bit of fun. I'm saying 3-1 to Celtic Park against St Mirren, and I'm saying 2-0 to Rangers against Ross County up at Dingwall. So, yeah, twos are thinking the same thing there. So we'll move on to the split. Let's move on to the splits. So I've worked it out, right? This is what the team should be. The 6 teams, top 6. Celtic, Rangers, Hearts, Kilmarnock, St Mirren, and Hibs. And if not Hibs, it'll be Dundee, right? So that's your top 6. But right now, I've got it jotted down as Hibs, right, John?
Mm-hmm.
So, here we go. Rangers at home, right? I know it won't go in this order, right? It's just a bit of fun, remember. So Rangers at home, it will be at Celtic Park, John, after the splits. So are you confident of a Celtic win there?
Again, just depends on the way previous results goes, and I mean, like you said, it's only a bit of fun. I don't know, but if results go the way we're predicted so far, and it's just a bit of fun, remember. I'm confident of Celtic taking 3 after them.
Yeah. It'll be a lovely, bright, sunny day that day. I can see it now, John. I can see it now. We'll be sitting 2 points clear at the top of the league, a chance to go 5 points clear. I've got it all worked out. All right, yeah, I'll say 2-0 win for Celtic there. And the next one on the sheet here, obviously it's not in this order, but it would be Hearts at home. Now this is the one you're looking forward to, isn't it?
I think it's one not a lot of Celtic supporters are looking forward to. Played them. We haven't beat them this season, have we?
I'm not sure how many times we played them. 3 times.
Well, they must have beat them at Tynecastle once.
I think we beat them early in the season, and then it's been 2 defeats. So So this one at home, big game. It will mean a lot. What are you thinking against Hearts at home?
Honestly, see my memory for remembering games now, it's absolutely hopeless. Can't remember what the scores were in games and all that stuff. But apart from the previous game that we played, I'm all right with that. I don't know, Hearts, Naismith, Mulkey. He's going to bust a gut against Celtic, and we know that it's going to happen. Celtic need to be aware of this. I think they need to take this on board. Look, this guy will do anything in his power that he can to beat you. Mm-hmm. So you need to be out there and matching him every step of the way and put him in his place. He needs to be put in his place, that wee clown. Honestly, I can't stand him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You'll see a different Hearts against Celtic, all that. Never forget it. That's something I'll never forget is that game. I'm hoping Celtic can turn them 5-0 under. Just bearing in mind the cheating that's went on with that wee guy. Having his teams back against Rangers and all that, you know.
Yeah, and I think the players will have that in mind with everything that's gone on against Hearts, these VAR decisions, everything else, sendings off for nothing. So I'm saying 3-0 Celtic there, John. So the reverse fixture, Rangers against Hearts at Tynecastle, John. So what are you thinking there?
4-0 Sevco.
Right, fair enough. I think they'll win as well. 2 or 3-0. Yep. Okay, move on. Next fixture on the sheet here. Remember, not in this order, just a bit of fun. It would be Kilmarnock away, John. What a tough fixture that is in the top 6. Kilmarnock away on that plastic pitch. Yeah, and they'll be playing Kilmarnock at Ibrox. So what are you thinking with both their games?
Very, very tough game in it, Kilmarnock away. They've beat us twice this season as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So
They've actually played well against us, John, haven't they? Kilmarnock.
they certainly have, aye. It's a potential, what I'm eating right now, a banana. Potential banana skin.
Yeah, it sure is.
So I'm looking at, if we're going to drop points this season, the rest of this season, I think that's a possibility. Unless we've got a full team out and they're aware of what they need to do. I can see nothing other than a Celtic win. Just depends if the full team are out and they're firing on all cylinders. 3-0 Celtic.
Right, what about reverse fixture at Ibrox, Kilmarnock, Ibrox?
2-0 Rangers.
All right, so Rangers are winning every game so far, apart from the game against Celtic, and then that's probably what will happen. And obviously, it depends on where these fixtures are on the card. It could be the first game, could be the last game, so it all depends, doesn't it? But we'll just continue anyway. Kilmarnock, I say away, I think we'll beat them 2-0. And the reverse fixture at Ibrox, yeah, I think they'll win 1-0 or something, some penalty or something like that. I think they'll still win it though. I think they'll win at Ibrox against Kilmarnock. And then the other one, John, St Mirren. We've also got St Mirren away, another really tough fixture. But we've already won there a couple of times, have we not, at St Mirren Park this season. So what are you thinking, John? St Mirren away?
It just depends what they've got to play for as well, doesn't it? What St Mirren's got to play for. Very tough to call. Look, as I've always says, if Celtic's got the full squad fit for all these games, I can't see anything other than Celtic wins across the board, Zander. So I'm saying 2-0 Celtic for that one.
Okay, 2-0. Right. Taking away note of these, John. I imagine you got everyone right, yeah? But anyway, I'll say 1-0 Celtic in the St Mirren game. It's going to be tight. It's going to be close. It's all these games, especially the away games, are going to be tough in the top six. So, just a wee quick word on St Mirren at Ibrox, John.
3-0 Rangers.
Yeah, 3-0, 2-0, something like that. Yeah, all right. And this is obviously the one that's 50-50. It could be Hibs, could be Dundee. Hibs are 2 points ahead of Dundee just now, but Dundee have that game in hand against Rangers. So it could be either one of these teams that finish in the top six. But we'll say it's Hibs just now, right? If it's Hibs, we've got them at home, John. Rangers play them at Easter Road. So Hibs at home, what are you saying?
Hibs at home, they've not had much luck against Celtic at home, have they? It's Celtic's going. I mean,
yeah.
4-1 Celtic.
Right. 4-1. Take that all day. I'll say a 3-0 there. Enough to get us the 3 points. That's all we're looking for. What about Hibs and Rangers at Ibrox? Sorry, Easter Road. Sorry, it's away, isn't it?
2-0 Rangers.
All right. Okay. Fair dues. And if it's Dundee, we've got them away, John. If it's Dundee, so we're actually hoping this Hibs that come up, aren't we?
Dundee is a tricky away game anyway. But I would rather it was Hibs that came up. Even though Dundee try against them, that's the good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Dundee will try Tony Docherty.
Yeah.
So, I think who would you rather came up, Hibs or Dundee?
Hibs, John. Hibs. I'd rather Hibs come up. Nothing against Dundee whatsoever, but just because it means we should. I mean, you never know how the SFA bring this draw out, but it should be Hibs at home if Hibs come up to the top six.
We'll wait and see what happens there, but I'm hoping it's for the fact that it's possibly another home game for us. I'd rather it was Hibs as well that came up, but we don't know yet.
Yeah,
we're kind of looking at the future, so
that's it. So if that's the case, if Hibs come up, it'll be 3 home ties and 2 away, John. If Dundee come up, it'll be 3 away ties and 2 home. So maybe a wee change there, depending on how many away ties we've had so far, etc. But that's the way I've got it jotted just now, anyway.
Aye, but I don't think he gave a prediction for the game in hand with Dundee and Sevco.
Did you know, John? Right, I said one each. What are you thinking?
I thought it would be 2-1 Rangers.
Oh, you're giving them the win, right? Okay,
Aye.
right. All right, mate. And what about Dundee then? If they come up, John, if Dundee come up into the top six and Hibs drop down, what are you saying? Dundee away for Celtic.
Dundee away for Celtic, 2-0 Celtic.
Yeah, demolished them earlier in the season, didn't we? And what about Rangers at Ibrox against Dundee? What are you thinking?
2-1 Rangers.
All right. Okay, so a win for both Glasgow teams there. And I agree with you, John. All right, that was quite interesting. Looking ahead, to what potentially could be lying in wait for Celtic. That was quite good. Enjoyed that. Some tough games there, John, isn't it? You know, Kilmarnock away, St Mirren away, potentially Dundee away, but that's really tough fixtures. And even the home fixtures, Rangers at home, Hearts at home, potentially Hibs at home. It's going to be tough, the top six. It's going to be tough for both teams, I would say.
Aye, the top six is always things change in the top six where teams trying to get a place in Europe because that's what every player plays for in Scotland, to try and get that place in any game in Europe. Players want to play in the European competitions, didn't they? So I think they give a wee bit more effort. So it could be a lot trickier than we've suggested so far, but we'll wait and see. But that's always been my thinking. The top six is always, you know, unless it's Hearts, who I think they're probably more or less guaranteed a place in Europe. But the rest will put up a fight, I think.
Yeah. All right, mate. All right. We'll wrap that up. That was quite interesting. That was good. Just a wee quick touch on the Scottish Cup as well. We're obviously still in the Scottish Cup, so Aberdeen, John, at Hampden Park. That's another tough one, obviously, but you know, Aberdeen have got their own troubles to seek just now, so their minds might be elsewhere. You know, trying to stay in the Premier League. So, what are you thinking about the semi-final? It'll be a good game anyway, won't it?
It's always a good game at Hampden against Aberdeen. It's always a close game. I still think, I keep going back to it. I know I keep repeating myself, but if Celtic's got a full squad out, it's nothing other than a Celtic win. And I'm thinking 2-0 Celtic.
Right. Okay. Take that all day, John. Puts us right into that final, didn't it? So, all right, we'll leave that there, John. We've done our Mystic Meg. That's us done it for the day. Just a wee bit of fun during the international break. That's all it was. And speaking of fun, John, I've got a wee joke here before the comments. Here we go. Blonde walks into a pet shop and says, "I want to buy a goldfish." And the guy says, "Do you want an aquarium?" And the blonde says, "I don't care what star sign it is."
That's poor.
That's a classic. All right, mate. What comments have you got for us today? There was quite a lot on the podcast the other day, comments, but they're over 50 comments. So, what have you got for us?
Hope there's no blondes listening. I think you might have insulted a few there, Xander.
You can get blonde men and women, John, so it doesn't matter. Covers both sexes.
All right, Milky, I hope you're listening.
Yeah, maybe you got comments for us, mate.
Before you get to the comments, I had pointed out one of the lookalikes that we've seen recently on the chat. With Clement, the Rangers manager Clement, and that thing with I can't mind the movie that thing was. It looks like Bigfoot or something. Is it Bigfoot and the Hendersons or something?
Is it all right? Aye. Where did I see that again? I think somebody sent it in WhatsApp. I can't remember. Aye. That was quite funny.
Exact same, by the way. Exact same.
That was quite funny.
So you need to put that up right now. Show the people what we're talking. Is it Bigfoot and the Hendersons? Is that what it's called?
I think it is Bigfoot. Aye. Bigfoot and the Hendersons. Aye. That was a good film as well. Actually, it's just a kids' film in it, but it was quite funny.
John Lithgow.
John Lithgow. He's a good actor. Aye. There you go. Aye, does look like him, doesn't it?
Aye, that's exactly the same as him.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of manager they've signed, you know, just somebody that looks like Bigfoot.
All right, mate. All right. What the folks saying, John? What they saying in the comments?
Right, we'll start with the Eclectic Minecraft, who says, Big Russ Abbott would be proud of that save at the end. Talking about your wee grandson's save. That was a good wee video. Enjoyed that wee bit there.
I put it on at the start of this one, John. It's just because a lot of people missed it. It was a good wee save for wee Ashton, wasn't it? He was right down there, no caring about getting dirty and getting hot. Great wee save.
Diving across the line there like the cat. How old is he? 5 or something?
Wee Ashton's 6, I think, 6 or 7. And Matthew's goal was a nice and an odd. The wee man was just too wee to get to it. Matthew's 10. So I just love Celtic and I love playing football, John.
Anyway, thanks for your comment, Minecraft.
Yeah, cheers for the comment.
Rosemary says, your grandson's very talented. I'll say that again. Your grandson's very talented at the end of the pod, Xander. Do people watch to the end of the pod? Because that was the best bit.
I don't think a lot of people. See, once the music goes up, I think that's it. You normally turn it off no matter what you're watching, don't you? So I've put it on at the start of this one just to let people see it. It's just a bit of fun, obviously.
Right. One Club since 1888 says, 2 talented boys you have there at the very end, Xander.
There you go. Another comment. That's good. I didn't realise there was so many comments because there was a lot of comments. But thank you. Thanks for that. Thanks for all the comments. Appreciate that. I do just love kicking the ball about, John.
Mad About Football says, bring it on.
Bring it on. Yeah. We just spoke about everything we thought was going to happen. We done a Mystic Meg there, John. So yeah, bring it on. If what we say actually happens, we'll win the league.
Exactly, aye.
Yeah.
But you know what our predictions are like.
Aye, yeah, score predictions, aye. But we always get the gist of it right, don't we? The win or whatever. But aye, bring it on. Good comment. Yeah.
All right. Someone else's nostalgia said, cheers for the prize, lads. Glad to have taken part for once. I thought that Kolo Toure was a French player, hence the Dembele guess. But now it sounds pretty obvious. Kolo, great pod, as always.
Nobody got Kolo Toure yet, and someone else's nostalgia was the only person that got a guess right. So he deserves the prizes. It didn't even need to go to a draw, John. I thought it was definitely going to a draw. But no, well done. Someone else's nostalgia. Well done. Excellent guess. Steve Guppy.
Aye, well done. We would never sell a club for £1. Says, great performance all round from the boys and a crucial 3 points. And the international break has come at the right time to get all our players back from injury and push towards the title in May. Well, I thought that as well. It came at the right time, but a lot of people think it's came at the wrong time.
It's a funny one, isn't it, John? Because I thought it came at the wrong time. We just kicking on a bit of form there. The players are beginning to gel. I think you mentioned the last pod, Alistair Johnston and Kuhn on the right there, gelling well together. VQ goes back, banging in the goals. So, yeah, as long as we can continue that form when we come back, everything should be okay.
Well, I think it's came at the right time. It does give you time to get all the players back, get the squad back together, get them training together for a week or whatever, and hopefully all set for Livingston.
Yeah.
A week on Saturday.
Yeah.
Sunday, sorry.
Yeah. That's all that matters. As long as everybody's back fit and ready to go, that's all that matters.
Hannah Simpson says, subscribed and happy St. Patrick's Day.
Thanks, Hannah. I've seen that. You subscribed as well. Brilliant. You're new member to the channel. Thank you for doing that. And keep the comments coming in, Hannah. We appreciate every comment, pal. I just want to bring up as well, John, before we move on, I just remembered there. I want to apologise for anybody that's left a comment and it's not been read or it's not showing up on the channel. We're in the middle of a strike, or we're near the end of the strike, should I say. And YouTube has been blocking our comments, John. I know that for a fact because my brother sent us a few messages, and he has done over the last few weeks. And he asked me why I wasn't getting the message. He was sitting beside me. I says, no, I've not been getting any of the messages in the comments. So I asked him to send another one while I was sitting there, and it didn't come through. It then came through, John, 15 minutes later, because two of us were in the same location.
Well, everybody's comments are getting deleted. No, everybody, but a lot of people are commenting and the comments are coming through. I've seen comments for guys like Fish and Stevie and all that, and then suddenly they're no there.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody accused us of deleting their comment.
Yeah. Well, I can only apologise. I can only apologise for anybody that's sending messages, you know, hitting likes, anything like that, that's not coming through, you know, because the strike will be over in 3 weeks and everything will be back to normal, hopefully, and we'll get everybody's comments coming through. That's all we can hope for, John.
Well, it's not your problems, Andy. You didn't delete them, but I know what you mean. Anyway, that's the situation we're in right now. Comments are getting deleted. Views are getting hammered. They're getting too calf. I mean, this video was probably sitting at about 1,200 views.
Mm-hmm.
The last video, I mean.
Yeah, the last one, yeah.
Probably about 1,200 views, and they've whipped all the views away. That's what happens when you get a strike. So be aware, everybody, what you're putting on your channel. Anyway, James Doran says the Sefco game was postponed due to a waterlogged pitch, if you believe it.
Aye, yeah, I do, but I think the game could have been played, if I'm being perfectly honest with you, John. But the weather was torrential, really, really bad. You know, that's, you know the kind of rain you're driving in the car and the window wipers are on full speed and you still can't see out the window. That's what it was like in Dundee that day. But you know, these parks are made to drain the water, aren't they? So I don't know. What do you think?
So like cycle.
Like cycle, exact same.
The bit she's escaping with the cash and the rain's battering off the window. She can't see anything. Good, classic movie right there.
Another classic, yeah. But exact same. That's how bad the rain was up in Dundee at the weekend there. But what do you think? Do you think the game could have been played, or do you think it's just a genuine waterlogged pitch?
I don't know, Xander. I wasn't there to see the weather, but you were up Dundee and you says it was pretty bad, aye?
Nah, very bad, yeah. All right, well, what else you got, mate? What else?
One Club since 1888 says correct score via Levy 4-0.
Good prediction. Hopefully, 4-0 would be lovely. And obviously, that's just for the prize. We're getting a lot of predictions in to try and win the prize. The magnificent Celtic Forever podcast pens. There they are on the screen. Outstanding pens, solid steel pens, ballpoint, no nonsense, and a nice gift box as well. All you need to do is enter what you think the score's going to be. If it goes to more than one person with the correct score, it goes into a draw. So yeah, get your entries into the comments, everybody.
Paul McEwen says 3-1 Celtic, 2-1 to Celtic women. Hail, hail. And that's the boy that won the pen and never claimed it. What is it, Paul? You didn't claim your pen. What's the matter?
Yeah, maybe he just likes to enter, John, and he's not want to give his address. That's fair enough. A lot of people are like that. That's fair enough. But he didn't claim his pen. So it moves on to this week, didn't it? So yeah, give somebody else a chance. But well done in entering the competition anyway, Paul. And maybe next time you'll claim your prize, buddy.
10 days you had to claim it, Paul, and you never claimed it. But there you go. If you don't want to give your address, that's your decision, mate. That's fair enough. We can't argue the point there.
No, fair enough. Yeah.
I watched the ladies' game, Celtic against Rangers ladies' game. It was quite a good game, by the way. Quite enjoyed that.
Right, I didn't see it, John. I know they're 2-0 up at half time. I think the final score was 2-1, was it?
2-1 final score, aye.
Right, okay. Yeah, well done, the Celtic ladies. Well done. Congratulations.
So James had another comment. The pressure will be on Sefco now because Celtic will be top of the table going into the Glasgow derby, given that we beat Livy before that.
That's right. If we beat Livingston, we'll be top going into the Glasgow derby, John, at Ibrox. So we'll be top. You know, imagine if we win that game, gone 5 points clear, that would just be, what a feeling that would be, yeah?
Aye, of course, aye. We've not got long to wait, so we'll find out soon enough.
That's it. It's no long. A few weeks.
Rosemary says 6-0.
Well, that's confidence for you, isn't it? 6-0. I can't see it myself, but yeah, you never know. You never know. Maybe it's one of the thrashings that's been on the horizon. Maybe she's right. You know, you just never know. Depends whether Callum's back or not, doesn't it? Callum and Rio.
It certainly does, aye. But it's all dependent on what we've got available, Xander. That's what I'm basing the rest of the season on. What have we got available? If our full squad's out, I think we'll win every game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we'll win every game anyway. But that's just what my thought, my personal thought. I think we'll win the last 8 games in the season, even at Ibrox. So, in other words, I think we'll win the league. So that's what I think.
You know, we'll win the game at Ibrox if I've got one of these stupid tifos it.
Aye.
Usually that's a good sign.
Well, let's hope they've got one of the tifos out there, eh?
Aye. Bring the man with the bus back. That was good.
Nah, the bus room was good. Aye. Always guaranteed a laugh.
Always guaranteed a laugh.
Um,
Couple of more comments quickly, Xander. Just a couple left. Fish and Steve's has been deleted again. It's no there. Can you see it? I know you left one.
all right, okay. Right. Strange, innit? Strange.
So we'll just give you a shout out, Fish and Stevie. You haven't let us know if you're actually deleting comments or no, but he did leave a comment. Maybe it was in one of your wee promotion videos or something. I don't know. But anyway.
Yeah, let us know, Fish and Stevie, if it's happening. Are you deleting them, or let us know if you're not deleting them, and then we know it's YouTube that's doing it. So just let us know, pal, in the comments.
Aye. I get in touch, Fish and Stevie, and let us know, mate, because it's always good to hear from you. You always leave good comments. Anyway, Project Floyd says 3-0 via Livy. Project Floyd, they've got a wee band going. I had a look on the channel. It's a Pink Floyd cover band.
All right, Pink Floyd are good. Aye. Yeah. Have a wee look. I maybe have a wee look at that myself. So they've got a channel then, John. What's the name of the commenter again?
Project Floyd.
Project Floyd, right? Okay, I'll have a wee look. And he's saying 3-0 to Celtic against Livingston.
He's saying 3-0. I had a wee look in the channel. Wee Pink Floyd tribute band going there. Anyway, thanks for your comment, mate. Mad About Football says Livingston will be tough 3-1.
3-1. So everybody's saying a more or less a comfortable enough win, isn't they?
I think with Livingston being at the bottom of the tables under that kind of, you're going to get that kind of predictions, you know, because they're not doing too well at the bottom of the table there, Livingston. Mm-hmm. And I'm surprised we David Martindale still in charge of them, Xander.
I think they're getting him to the end of the season, John. So that's they're trying. He's hoping he's going to keep them up, but we'll wait and see. And obviously, we get three sides of the stadium as well, don't we?
It's always like a home game at Livingston, and you've got to respect Livingston for that. They don't take ticket allocation away. I know they don't have many fans, but they could be snide and just give you a couple of hundred or something. But they're always open to it. They want to fill their stadium. They're sensible. They want the cash. They want that stadium full. They want that money. So they let all the fans in they can get.
Which is fair enough, John. And you know, you're saying they don't have many fans, but neither do most of the clubs that are cutting allocations, all of these empty seats all over the place, Hearts, etc. Cutting the allocation, Hibs cutting the allocation, stands are empty. So yeah, fair play to Livingston.
I don't think Hibs have cut the allocation. I think they still give Celtic fans behind the goal the full stand.
I'm not sure. I'm sure it's been cut, John. But anyway, there is other teams in the league that cut the allocation, and they've got empty stadiums. So yeah, fair play to. I mean, Kilmarnock took away a full stand. The stadium's empty.
It's embarrassing watching Kilmarnock games if it's no playing against Celtic or Sevco, because you look around the stadium, it's totally empty.
Yeah, and that full stand's lying empty, John. They could give it to Celtic and Rangers for that matter. They could give it the both stand allocation again. But I don't know what that's all about. The stadium's empty and they give Celtic one stand. I just don't understand that. It just doesn't make sense to me.
It's quite a big stadium that as well. Kilmarnock's ground, I think it holds about 20,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a wee ground, you know, it's quite big. And they could fit all their fans into one stand probably.
I know. I considering they used to give us a two stands. That's what I don't understand. I don't get it. I just don't get it. You know, why leave their stadium empty when they could be making, I don't know, how much would they make if they gave us that stand back again? Maybe a couple of 100,000.
Oh, they make plenty, If Celtic get both stands, we'll say that's probably about maybe the stadium holds 20,000, but they're behind the goals. You're probably talking each stand holds about maybe 4,000 people behind the goals under 4,000 each. Probably 8,000 Celtic fans.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It really is. And that's just one example, Kamal. There's other clubs that do it, as I says. So as I say, back to the original point, well done to Livingston for, you know, letting Celtic fill out their stadium and other teams if they can.
That's all I can say as well, and that's why you've got to respect Livingston for doing that, because they've no intentions of cutting allocations. They're smart. They're run by smart people. They're making more money.
Yeah.
A team like Kilmarnock, probably 8,000 can fit in the two stands behind the goals, earning their club probably in excess of 250,000.
Yeah, per game. So that's $500,000 a year for both Celtic and Rangers. That's an extra £1 million a year they're turning down.
No, exactly. Aye. Well, no, $500,000 because the geese one stunt.
Yeah, well, the day games will stand. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, but there's still a lot of money into it.
But Livingston, their wee grun hodds, I'm not sure, about 10,000 round about there, 9-10,000, and 3/4 of it they give to Celtic and Rangers for that matter. Very smart. They're making £1 million a year out of that, Xander.
Mm-hmm. Aye, yeah. All right, mate. Okay. That was okay going through the wee predictions earlier and enjoyed that. Comments were good as well. Quite a lot of comments there this week, John. So thanks for reading all them out. Your eyes must be blurry reading all them out. But thank you everybody for leaving your comments. It's appreciated. Hit like, share, subscribe, and go onto the Facebook page if you can. Celtic Forever Podcast Facebook page. There's also a new Celtic Forever podcast page called Xander John. Just type in Xander John on Facebook and you'll get the new Celtic Forever Facebook page there as well. So just join that and just follow us on Facebook. All right, John, anything you want to add before we go?
No, not really. No, nothing to say. I've covered everything. I'm just not happy with comments getting deleted because there was a couple of people left comments and I can't see them. I was just looking through it. Unless it's when I go on the computer, I can't see them, and I can see them on my phone, kind of thing. You know what I mean? But
no, they're definitely getting deleted, John. 100%. It's all part of the strike. It's absolutely ridiculous. There's nothing we can do about it. We can only apologise. So, John, there's nothing we can do about it. But keep the comments coming in, folks. Keep them coming in. We'll get them read out on the next podcast, which will be probably Monday or Tuesday next week, John. There's no point in doing a podcast at the weekend. No Celtic playing. So we'll be back on Monday or Tuesday, buddy. So thanks for coming on, buddy, and hail.
Hail, Xander. Speak to you next time.